Grove Street with EMS.
Grove Street with EMS, 2009.
Boston police received the call for multiple shots fired. Found one person seriously injured.
55, 25.
Quickly rushed him to Boston Medical. It seems like life-threatening injuries, so we're not too sure about all the details. Yeah, crime scene response showing up right now. Like I said, without having all the details, multiple shots fired. It pretty much scatters down the whole street, so it goes all the way down.
Is EMS on the way to you?
They should be. Let me check.
Victor 983.
983.
Ma'am, can you let me know if anybody shows up at one of the hospitals with a gunshot wound, please? We may have a second victim.
Sure thing. Channel 5 has already been notified. He's sitting right next to me, so he'll let me know and I'll let you know.
Thank you.
So, this is what we have.
Code 201 on channel 3.
Go 201, thank you. Bravo 412, was it? Showing ambulance 13 is en route. I guess they were delayed, but they're en route.
Thank you. Code 415, pick me up at low cautionary, directing traffic.
Okay, got it.
On.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, B3 wants to stand by this vehicle. Infinity.
907 or the 983. I have the Bravo 101 still standing by with that vehicle at 26 Merrill Street, the black Infinity.
907, they're going to have to stand by. We'll get up there eventually, but treat it as a crime scene as of now.
101, you copy.
But I need people to meet me down at area in Ellington.
You need some more officers over to area in Ellington. Meet up with the 907.
We also need a tracking canine.
Tracking canine over to area in Ellington.
Yep.
Okay, tracking K9, meet up at the 907 at Erie and Ellington.
Yep, 504, yep, right there. Tango Echo 514, you can send that down? China 100.
Go ahead.
I'll be at Erie and Ellington for anyone who's not tied up when we're doing the search in the area.
Okay.
Likewise.
There it is.
514, can you send that down to me?
The 514, you're on it, sir.
LD 23, can we get the I number for Harrison and Randolph?
I'm sorry, which call is this for?
Road Rage, I think it's Harrison Ave and Randolph.
Yeah, okay, all right, bro. All right.
Sorry, you
103's call.
Okay, the I number is 222 056 532.
Ellington, any media, can they direct them to Erie and Ellington, please?
Any media, direct them over to Erie and Ellington. City officers in the area, Forsyth and Hemingway, just for Asian male riding on a bike yelling profanity. Last direction of flight was eastbound Hemingway.
Alright, so pretty major crime scene over here. They got Erie, they got I think that's Ellington over there. Up the old road blocked off. Let's see if I can kind of focus in on this.
Yankee C3.
So everybody's being notified on this one. Homicide, ID, ballistics, everybody's being notified. I even got state police out here too. They got involved. And they believe they could be looking for a second suspect that possibly could have got struck or wounded. They're not sure yet. But allegedly there was a second No, don't go through there. That's all blocked off. Yeah. You're gonna have to wait a while. It's gonna be a little while.
I work down there.
Unfortunately, they're not gonna let you go through there. You can ask them and see what they say, but I'm pretty sure they're not gonna let you go through there. It's pretty serious over there.
Who could I ask?
Guess that gentleman, well, not him, but he probably can tell you the same thing.
Have to wait.
I'd rather him tell her to go down there than me tell her to go down there and they send it back. So Channel 7 look like they're the first on scene right now. What's up, my man? You gotta get an image of the camera. It's Channel 7's first news in the nation right there.
Hey, this is a large scene that got blocked off, like 1 block radius all around. I'm at Erie and Hemingway, and there's just a massive police presence. I'm not sure exactly how high I can't see that much, unfortunately. But it's right by the Ellington Street Market and this playground right here.
If you go to Old Road, you can see all the ballistic evidence looking down from Old Road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll check that out next.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go now.
All the detectives are showing up. So we're at Glenway
Okay, good. Sounds good.
and Erie over here. If I can focus on that. That's probably going to be your best vantage point as far as ballistic stuff.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a pretty intense scene. All the local media showing up. Actually, what's that? Fox 25 just showed up there as well. I think the media staging point is going to be Erie and Ellington, if I'm not mistaken. Erie and Ellington, just so you know. I'll make my way over in the next like 20 minutes.
Radio 8583, your emergency button's going off. Officer Exilian.
Let's see what else we got going on up here.
Sorry about that.
All right, thank you. What you?
Ma'am, that patient's alert and it's entering quarter to BMC. We're going to be L20. Can you just ramp up? We're going to shut code 19 39-1.
I have a thing now.
Booster K901. Yes, ma'am, just inquire. We taking witnesses to the cafeteria. They're going straight upstairs. Someone from homicides on the end.
Are the witnesses going directly to homicide or to the cafeteria at this time? Can somebody answer that?
Delta 910. Charlie 907. Pat, from what I'm gathering, they wanted that female first up, first out. Okay, I have that. We'll go upstairs now, and if that service guy's here, if they want to meet us upstairs.
Alright, Charlie, what's the one talking?
Someone here somewhere out there?
Okay, we'll be clearing out of the is looking good at this time. They'll call us if they need us.
This is Erie and Michigan Ave.
What's fine when I have that?
Yeah, let that last car go. Let him go. Okay. I didn't want to interrupt the flow of traffic.
Bravo 104, are you still staying up in the bed?
We're still with human trafficking, ma'am.
That's who you are. Sorry, I should have looked at what I was okay. Bravo 103, anything located on Huntington?
Boy, ma'am.
Damage Bravo, I think it's more of a removal. 31 Wendover Street, unit number 2. There's her son banging on the door. She's not there, but the niece is there. It's going to be a Brian Johnson, 12th Street, 88.
Yeah.
no way to get to my house.
Once they pick up the cones and the showcase.
Okay, we'll see you guys. We'll see you guys soon after you had a few. Big Poppy didn't share, so I was at his ganja party earlier. I was a little suspicious of the food that they were handing out. So I took 20 for everybody.
Bullshit. The only camera that don't work is on that brick building.
All right, thanks.
Brick building don't work. This camera on this building, and then this house right here, where the shoe fell at, that's the camera there, and she always fucking gives a piece of shit. That's good. Yeah, they fucking know it's the fire alarm. So y'all got a whole shit.
Hopefully we can get you guys in soon.
You can't come from the top? They just can't be playing ball. Well, I tell them don't be out there.
As soon as I can get you guys in, I'll walk the rest of you back.
It's more him than me.
What they're doing now, they're doing a line search. They're looking for more ballistic evidence.
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Are you rolling?
No, no.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing, man.
So they're gonna have it. Adam was downstairs. Okay. You have a foot? Yeah.
So that's what we have. Multiple shots fired.
Fuck the police! You too.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
Yo, you know what happened here?
Not really, no.
Just recording?
Yeah,
You live around here?
not too far.
Where? I live in this building.
Oh, okay.
Up there.
Deputy Superintendent.
Yo, police.
Fuck the police.
We're gonna have a presser with EA.
You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. She's probably one. There's only like maybe three. Is it 2 or 3 female deputy superintendents? I think it's 3.
Charlie Alpha 81.
No, I think maybe 4. I'm sorry about that.
Ma'am, was there a shot spotter on Ellington?
The negative, sir.
I'm not gonna bother them right now. They're talking. So this is what we have. Multiple shots fired. 1 person struck. Pretty serious injuries.
Charlie 93.
Possible a second victim.
Charlie 983.
Ma'am, can I have the K9 officers meet us up on Ellington?
It's setting up for the. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, not too bad. Oh, go ahead, do your thing.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm getting the shot.
One over here.
So they're still doing a line search, looking for more ballistic evidence there.
Charlie 662.
I still caught a glimpse of it, but like freaking out.
The 662 still needs to stand by that 77 Ellington Street. Just like you want to go by them. Charlie 82. Go ahead now.
Yeah, can you go back one second?
Yeah, ballistic canine coming in.
Delta 421 safe today. Very good.
Get a job, it ain't much money, but you will. Every week you got that shit. You don't worry about no shit on your back. You understand what I'm saying? No, and I live right here. I'm a disabled veteran, so I have PTSD.
Handle that along with
I got a son that's home now with me. I gotta watch the camera just to walk out here and smoke a cigarette because I'm stressing. And people are fucking molesting.
Charlie Gold 1's going to do the transport to HQ because Charlie 421's going to stand by the road to bring his car around.
But I take on everybody's shit here. If I got $2 to help people out the storm, why is this shit the problem? You understand what I'm saying? Trying to do right here to the neighborhood. You know,
It's not just the shooting. You got all of the drug addicts at the train station. You can't come off the commuter rail. You can't do none of that around here. That's the most disgusting thing is getting all the drug addicts out the commuter rail.
There was protocol that
Oh my God, yes. No, I do want to talk to the cops about that, but they're going to tell me
no, it's a community. Ron,
There's your mayor right there. She's the one.
I'm gonna ask
that.
That.
Talk to
I want
her.
her because coming off of the community rail is disgusting. All you see is nothing but addicts shooting up in front of you, needles all over you. When you call Boston police, they say call the commuter rail thing.
Right, because it's on the transit.
And it's not fair. It's not. You got kids coming up with tools.
I am. That is me. You watch my stuff? You like it? External Affairs Porter.
Okay.
My dad always tells me to watch your stuff.
Really? Is it good or bad? Good. Trying to bring more content.
It's like you report the news.
Right. Trying to do more, but it's only one person. So, but you always listen to live Boston too.
Oh yeah.
617. They're out. He's over there too. I'm trying to get more people to do this so that more people be aware.
But you need to understand why these people. You need to understand
when you can, please,
why
citywide, all the time for Friday. We are getting towards E4, South Haven 430, and Roundhouse 414, 4210. Okay, Friday overtime, we got day tours in D4, last steps on 414, we got the Red Sox on 430, 42. Thank you.
Call the police. Oh man.
No, it's bad now, man. Thank you. I talked to him.
That should tell people something. That should tell all y'all in the neighborhood where crimes are happening. You don't see the police presence around. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. This is in the city. People are killing each other's kids. I mean, come on. Come on. Being in life, and then nobody wants to say nothing. I get that. I get that. Nobody wants to say that until one of their family members is dead on the street. Then they want everybody to talk. But I understand that with y'all. Because this is the hood. We know about retaliation. Thank you. But please find out why there's no police down here for these boys. Or for their family.
Want to give yourself a plug on YouTube while you're here? No. Take care. Nice seeing you though. Let me get a good spot.
Ready? Good evening. At approximately 7:24 p.m., Boston police officers from Area B3 responded to 28 Ellington Street with reports of a person shot. Upon arrival, the officers discovered a juvenile male suffering from a gunshot wound. That juvenile male has since been transported to a local hospital where he's pronounced deceased. As always, we're looking for the public's help. Please contact 617-343-4470, our homicide unit, with any information. If you wish to do so anonymously, you can contact 1-800-494-TIPS. I am also here with Mayor Wu, District Attorney Kevin Hayden, and City Councilor Brian Worrell. Mayor?
Anytime there is any incident of gun violence in our community, it is absolutely unacceptable. And when we see the loss of life, and particularly a young child, we are all robbed of the potential, the life that was ahead of this young person. And so I am deeply devastated and here with community members to say we need to get guns off of our streets. Our Boston police officers are out day and night working to recover illegal guns, and I'm grateful for their efforts. We need to make sure that our young people have every opportunity open to them. Our neighborhood trauma teams are also on site here already, and will continue to stay in touch with community members to provide resources. And I'll just echo the calls that information to this investigation will go a long way, and so I encourage everyone to reach out.
Good evening, everybody. I've probably been to over 100 of these types of scenes over the course of my career, and they never get any easier. And they really strike home and strike home hard when someone as young as this loses their life tragically to gun violence. I will echo what the mayor has said. We need to address and get these guns off our streets. We need to do everything we can to wrap around and support young men and women that are out here that are dealing with trauma, dealing with this violence, and we need a community response. You've heard already, and I will reiterate, we need community response here. If you know of any information or have any information with regards to this case, we beg and plead and yearn that you contact the police to let them know what information you know. As with every investigation, we will do everything we can within our power to solve this and to bring whoever unfortunately gunned down this young man to justice. Thank you.
Can you just repeat real quick what happened? You just got here. I'm so sorry.
Sure. Well, you want to say that again, real quick?
I'm so sorry about that.
Okay. Boston police officers responded to 20 Ellington Street for a juvenile shot. A juvenile has since been deceased.
And as far as the young person shot, your reaction to that?
Well, one homicide in our city is one too many. They're all tragic. But when it happens to someone of tender years, when it happens to a young teenager, that obviously strikes right at the very heart and right at the very fabric of our communities and our children. Our heart goes out to this community, goes out to this young man's family, keeping them in our thoughts and prayers. It's just incredibly tragic. We really need everyone's help here. We will do everything we can, but we need the community's help. And we just have to lay a hold of the guns that are on our street and that are in our young people's hands, so that hopefully we won't have another one just happen again.
Was a suspect car recovered nearby or found nearby?
Still, this is still a very active investigation. There was a very quick response here, and there's still a lot of evidence being gathered and a lot of information coming in. So it's way too early for us to report on any specific details of what is obviously a very sensitive investigation.
But no arrests at this point?
There are no arrests at this point.
And just the details, was that juvenile out on the street, or where did this happen?
So we're thinking it's a stray bullet situation?
We're not going to get into the very preliminary stages of the investigation.
I grew up in this neighborhood, lived here since I was 13 years old, 26 years. I would ride up and down, go to that park, so it's real home to me. And I want to make sure that I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that there's resources in our community, but we also need the community's help to speak up. If you know something, police call or law enforcement. We need to stop the violence in our streets. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take all of us here in the city of Boston to make sure that we're coming together as a community to end gun violence. And this is tough. It's tough for me. It's real tough.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Sorry, a couple of us got here a little late. Could you just give us the real quick, just the nuts and bolts of what we got going on here?
I can give you
on camera.
quick bullet. They're not going to repeat everything that started from the beginning. So it's 7:25, officers responded to the area 28 Ellington Street for a report of a person shot. On arrival, they located a juvenile male suffering from serious injuries. That male was subsequently transported to a local hospital where the male was pronounced deceased. Okay? Remains an active investigation.
Are we saying like a ballpark age, like 10?
Just juvenile. Okay?
So to say teenager
All I can say is juvenile. Right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Sorry about.
That's all right. Sorry, I'm looking at
That's
everyone's-
okay. Do your thing.
Did the mayor talk?
She did talk, yeah. He got it all next to you, so if you need any of his footage, he has it. She might want to steal some of your footage, just so you know.
Has a better chance of seeing God, bro.
You're a good man.
Rack it up and play it out.
Hey, Jack.
I didn't hear one. I know everybody was trying to get one, but I don't think I heard one.
We guys rolling? It just happened.
I was, I'll be all 20 additional units for
Okay, we have it.
Cali 802.
Cali 802.
Ma'am, can we just notify crime scene for an evidence marker at the entrance of the park at Ellington Street?
Entrance at the park on Ellington Street. Somebody from crime scene, copy that.
It's probably early to mid-teens, something like that.
7, I'm on my way up to talk to them now.
Thank you. So entrance to the park on Ellington for an evidence marker.
Ladder 15. Investigating 735 Tom. K3, any description of the individuals becoming
There is no description of any parties. This came in from First Summer. Security dispatch. It was reported from their guards and they didn't ask any questions, so nothing.
Alright, we'll pull on now.
I'm surprised Joe ain't out here with his
Joe,
she's all right with her baby.
That's Victor Delta unit.
56, ma'am, Adam Robert, Ellington Street.
This shit is crazy.
Excellent.
Kilo 424.
Kilo 424.
Adam Robin at Burger King, talking with the first armor. It's going to be 3 black males wearing all black face veils. They're going to be teenagers. They're headed down Columbia Road.
3 black males, all black clothing, down Columbia, away from Wash. Did anybody actually see a firearm?
Negative, ma'am. They threatened to blow their heads off and then walked across.
3 black males, all black clothing, teenagers, Columbia Road, away from Wash.
What's up, how you doing?
424. Actually, there's 4 males. First armor is going to drive down Columbia Road, put them out for officers if they see them. Bravo 104 at Margaret, 96122.
2054.
Bravo 103.
Bravo 103.
Adam Robert, 6961.
What's up, man? How you doing? Good. What you been up to? All right.
2054.
Like me doing Uber and driving down there and getting off the highway and seeing all that, just the trash that fell. Even my kids don't think I'm driving by, they're like, Mom. They're pretty good. I don't want them to think I'm like crash and hopefully we get this cleaned up because when it's like 100 degrees outside, now I'm scared to bring my 4-year-old. I'm going to have to bring him to like South Boston or something to go to the park because of Brighton. We was out in Brighton, Austin the other day near Soldier Field Road because of, you know, the gunfight. Now I have to drive all the way over there and it's taking me out of my area and it's costing me gas to go over there because I can't let him lay here because of the gun violence. Or go to the corner storage. But it's like they're not thinking about the kids that made it with firecrackers.
Yep. So when y'all think of gunshot, it's that.
Yeah, because I heard it. My daughter was out here, and my son was out here Sunday when that stuff went off upstairs. And she was like, Mommy, they're shooting firecrackers. But she claimed it was over there. I was like, no, I heard boom, boom, boom. And I was like, yes.
Delta 421.
Trophies are clear. Good return.
985.
Victor 985.
Yes, ma'am. Can I trouble you for an I number for this incident down here on Ellington Street, please?
Roxbury, ladder 26, person choking, 1535 Tremont Street. Roxbury, nearest Boston Street, 65 Tremont Street and St. Alphonsus Street, 2057.
The student for Ellington is 056542.
Thank you, ma'am. I have that. And at this time, we're going to start taking photos of the scene. Can we have everyone step out of the scene, please?
The officers can step out of the crime scene. They're going to start photos.
My daughter actually came to this parkway with the baby for 2 minutes. And he pushed the little girl off the swing, and my daughter said, let's go, let's go, let's go. And then she...
Engine 5, ladder 2, assault elevator, 348 Salmon Street. Boston, engine 5, ladder 2, assault elevator, 348 Salmon Street. Boston, nearest box 6187 Chelsea and Bennington STS. J Square, 2057.
Victor 95, those are B3 units down at Erie Street in Ellington. Could they just turn those cruiser lights off for us also, please? I got it. Delta 411. 411.
14 ball. Just the time.
Engine 16, a medical alarm. 5 Dr. Mary Moore Beauty Circle. Mattapan. Engine 16, a medical alarm. 5 Dr. Mary Moore Beauty Circle. Mattapan. Nearest box 3585 River Street and
Yes, ma'am. I'll be
Road,
flagged down.
2058.
Start an ambulance to 11.
I basically let her know that the gun violence at this park is very dangerous because I have a 4-year-old and I have a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old and they come over here. So there's a lot of like older kids over here that be smoking marijuana. There's a lot of fights that be going on in the park. and there's a lot of kids that are shooting firecrackers that are going on in the park. The police will come, they'll sit for a minute, and then once they leave, the kids will run, they'll disperse and go home, and then when the cops leave, they'll come back and continue shooting the firecrackers. As us being residents, we don't know the difference if it's a firecracker or a gunshot. You know, it's just not safe for our kids to be out here, especially me. I live in that blue house right there. I have my kids walk to the store. Now I feel like it's unsafe to even have them walk to the store or my son come to the park. I explained to Michelle that last week when it was like 101 degrees, I had to drive all the way to Soldiersville Road to take my son to the sprinklers because it's so dangerous over here for him to be at this park. I shouldn't be driving out of my resident or my neighborhood where I live to take my kid to another neighborhood to enjoy sprinklers when we have sprinklers in a park that's built right across the street from our house. So I explained that to her and she said she'll try to look into it.
And your son was out here a little earlier?
He was out here earlier, but then my daughter left with him. And that was right before the shooting started. So she left, and thank God for that. But Sunday, she was out here when the shooting went off. But the other kid up the street, I heard, it was like boom, boom, boom. But she said it was over there. I really honestly believe it was there, but she just started running and came towards the house.
This neighborhood has always been dangerous. Ellington Street has never been a place where you just want to walk by. It's always been known to have some type of violence. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's either the drug addict you got to worry about, whether coming off of the train station up the street and you're walking into addicts, or going to Franklin Park Zoo and you see them in the hut, or you got the kids back here shooting fireworks at each other back and forth. So it's like, you know, one day hopefully things will get better. That's all you gotta pray for.
Were you guys, did you hear the gunshots today?
Yes, I heard 8 of them today.
Describe that moment when
I was in my restroom and then I heard boom, boom, boom. My daughter was like, Mommy, someone got shot. And then when I came out, I seen the police with all the tape, all the cruisers pulling up. And then I just threw some clothes and I came outside, and that's when I seen from my porch, I seen them doing the chest compressions on the boy. And the ambulance was right there. And then I seen them, had him on the stretcher, and then they wheeled him into the ambulance.
Rest in peace to the young man.
And then his mom was like, I guess, as I was coming across the street, his mom was being, like, she was trying to get out, but the cops were blocking her, and she was like, that's my son! And then the cops let her through. Yep. Yep.
How old would you guess he is?
Probably in his early 20s, like 21, 22, 23. It's a lot of like nonsense over guns and like gangs, so it's a lot of shooting between that. That's what's going on. With the guns and the gang violence that's going on the streets of Boston.
And where were they doing that? You saw them down there?
I just seen them right here in this section where they were doing the chest compressions on a young man. He was right there. I really couldn't really see because I was on my second floor porch, but I could see them pumping on his chest, the ambulance and everything.
And you didn't know this young man, did you?
No.
There was another shooting how long ago?
Like 2-3 days ago.
In this area?
Yep. I don't, well, one of the other neighbors said she heard it. I heard boom, 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 but I seen the police and they was just like, they flew by, but they didn't have their lights on, and then they just disappeared. So that was it.
What do you attribute all this violence to?
I guess because it's hot and it's summertime, so it's really the youth and work and a lot of crimes and a lot of drug selling, so it's a lot of issues going on within the inner city that the mayor needs to fix and look into.
And so what exactly did you see here tonight?
I didn't see anything. I just seen the boy getting his chest pumped on. That was it. I didn't really see the shooting. I heard it, and then I seen them doing the chest compressions, and then the ambulance putting him inside.
What did you hear? What did it sound like?
Boom, boom, boom. Just loud booms.
And you came out and you saw?
I saw like all the tape, and then I seen all the colors, and that was it.
How old did this kid look?
I didn't really see the kid, but from on the stretcher, he looked like he was in his early 20s.
So young.
Young, yes.
Is that, that's just adds to the this disturbing, event from tonight. The fact that somebody's so young.
Yep. I agree.
Saddening.
Saddening, and it's sad because it's like this playground's meant for the kids, but all the gun violence it's kind of hard for bringing the kids out here and be feared that they might get shot or bullets fly and bullets don't have names. So You never know.
And the family obviously lost their son. Their
I'm sorry for their loss, yes. It's sad. It shouldn't happen, but it happens, you know, and people just we need to clean up the streets of Austin and get all this gun off the street.
That's okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking out. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Y'all at the toll booth?
Yeah. There's a bunch of us in the basement.
No, it's through BCYO. I work for BCYO. I was 14. I'm going to give you a call.
Okay. Please.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good
Albany Street at 771, 2105.
Excuse me. You're not going there?
Yeah.
In that direction?
You might have to tie it back. Yeah, that's it. There you go. So you saved the tape. Oh, well, it's still there. Gotta get the one that's detachable in the middle.
Well, we just throw these away.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna head up out of here. You guys basically get the logistics of what happened. Multiple shots fired. One person fatally injured. All the local media is making their way down here. All right, so if anything else comes up, guys, let me just give you guys a pretty good area of what's going on. Alright guys, if anything else comes up, I get back to you. Catch you guys on the next one.